Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the narrator once again, and I got some breaking news for y'all. Um, as y'all can see here, and I haven't talked about Colin Kaepernick in about a minute, but now I had got through an email that I got. You see the title right there, but let me just go to my emails for a minute just to show y'all what I'm talking about. Uh, Let me see something. Alright, here we go. As you can see right there, and I'm just going to read it to you, but I'm going to leave that article from The Guardian, the link in the description for that. Um, Kaepernick just scored a major win in his collusion case. In a blow to the N.F.L. An arbitrator has ruled that Colin Kaepernick's collusion case can proceed because he had produced sufficient evidence that the league and his owners colluded to keep the free agent quarterback off the field. The ruling by Stephen B. Burbank, an arbitrator who was appointed by the league and the N.F.L. Players Association, said that Kaepernick's lawyers has let's just go back to the Guardian right quick. So as you can see, I'm gonna just go from in the middle of the second paragraph. Like under the league's collective bargaining agreement, union guys, y'all know what that's about. Teams and the NFL are forbidden from coming together to deprive a player of employment. And this is a statement of system arbitrator complaint brought by Colin Kaepernick. On August 2018, the system arbitrator denied the NFL's request that he dismiss Colin Kaepernick's complaint, alleging that his inability to secure a player contract since becoming a free agent in March 2017 has been due to an agreement among team owners and the NFL that violates Article 17, Section 1 of the collective bargaining agreement between the NFL and the NFLPA, which is the union. That's from Mark Garrigo's tweet. This was by the same guy, arbitrator Stephen B. Burbank, today, or August 30th of 2018. Now, Kaepernick, we all know he led the 49ers to the Super Bowl in 2013. 2012, 2013, where he nearly beat the Ravens. Left San Francisco at the end of the 2016 season and has not been picked up by a team since. Same goes for Eric Reed. Excuse me. The fact that teams with a need for a quarterback have passed up the chance to sign Kaepernick left many to believe that the owners are either punishing him for his stance or believe his presence would alienate fans. Now, Eric Reed, I just mentioned him, who knelt besides Kaepernick, he too also filed a grievance. He too's been out of a job since leaving the 49ers, despite being in his prime and as a solid player. Now, in March, Reed said he had no doubt his protest help had prevented him from finding a job. The notion that I could be a great signing for your team for cheap, not because of my skill set, but because I protested systemic oppression, is ludicrous. If you think it is, then your mindset is a part of the problem too. Reed, he wrote that on Twitter. Now, the new NFL season is going to start next Thursday, when the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles, play the Atlanta Falcons. But I don't think a lot of people, myself included, are not going to be watching no NFL games, no matter what. So we could care a lot less about that. But it's no doubt it's a win for Cap though. It's a win for Kaepernick. But I had asked this several times, and I know some people probably gonna be mad at me for what I'm about to say, but it does have you thinking. You know, it does have you thinking. All this, I mean, we know about that. You preach social justice and all this and stuff like that. But the question that I want to ask people, and y'all can leave answers down in the comment section. I want to know this question: what is the end game? What is the end game? I mean, I support professional athletes for going ahead and using their platform to address an issue on social injustice whenever, wherever. I mean, that's their constitutional right, and that's exactly what it is. But my thing is also with this too. I mean, you got to know, I know my rights camps unite. You got all this and so on and so forth. The question I want to know is, like I said, what is the end game? If you're not pushing about for nationality and birthright, and you can do a lot more than take a knee or put your fist up in the air, which we know is a Black Power salute and all that stuff like that. But Colin is doing the right part on going ahead and dealing with that in the courtroom. But really, to tell you the truth, unfortunately, like most athletes, and entertainers, when they come to something like this, they always got to get some esquire or somebody that doesn't look like you to go ahead to represent them in the courts. When if you really could have stood on their square and did the same thing. But I'll leave that for another video, though. But like I said, I'm still not changing my stance on that. I said, what is the end game and all that and stuff? I mean, the know your rights thing. Personally, I don't think they don't know their rights, because if you knew your rights, for one, you wouldn't be calling yourself black, because black has no standing in law and makes you civil liter mortuus. Let's get. I'm saying, if you want to go all in, let's go all in. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. You know. Because I know a lot of YouTubers that be on here, y'all be talking about all this, liberation and all that stuff like that. Well, saying like that, nationality is the order of the day. And that's where it's going to come down to. But let me know what y'all think about it. What's the end game to all this? Great, it's a major win, so let's see where this goes. But what is the end game to this? Let me know what y'all think about in the comment section. Share, subscribe, and I'll be back with another one.